we are going to learn what Java. We are going to learn what here? Java. So before we go to learn Java, we should learn SDLC, guys. So remember, not only to learn Java, if you're learning .NET, if you're learning Python, if you're learning testing, any IT course, before we go to any IT course, we should know what is SDLC. So today's class, in the today's session, I will explain on SDLC only. From the next class onwards, we will start with the Java. Understood my point here? No? So now what I want to do, I want to start with SDLC. Remember, SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. Remember, this is the full form. If anybody says, what is the full form of SDLC? You can tell them Software Development Life Cycle. And remember, SDLC is a process, guys. If anyone says, what is SDLC? So don't tell SDLC means after development life cycle. They are not asking full form. They are asking, what is SDLC? So remember, SDLC is a process adopted by IT industries, or you can say IT industry. So who will take this process? Who will take? IT industry. Adopt means taking. So it is a process taken by IT industry to develop accurate and quality of softwares, guys. Quality of softwares. Remember. So remember, in IT company, we are developing softwares. But those software should be accurate, exact, accurate, and they should have quality. So to get accurate and quality of softwares, we need to learn, we need to use SDLC. Understood my point here now? So tomorrow you are going for an interview. In interview, they will ask this question also. What is SDLC? What is your answer? SDLC is a process adopted by IT industry to develop accurate and quality of softwares. Very good, guys. And remember, you know very well, in my demo class, I told you one pointer. What I told, I will give you sample resumes. Who will give? I will give. How many sample resumes I will give you? 3 sample resumes for Java, 3 sample resumes for what here? React. So remember, we need to learn only 2 technologies in our course. We need to learn Java, we need to learn React. And you can apply for both positions. And do you know what is a good news? I told you now, Ravi Kumar got selected in a company. So I will show you the testimonial. And you can come and meet their classmates 4 to 6. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. their classmate is having class. So you can discuss with their classmates. He is that Ravi Kumar, guys. So who got selected recently? And see the company name. Sorry, guys. See the company name? Nesbit Softtech. So this is the company, and he got with what here? 3 lakhs package. So remember that point here. So don't think Java means you will get Java job only. So we have 2 positions. Full stack means that only. We will be having Java as well as what? React. So see this, he got the job in React. He got the job in React only. To date of joining yesterday. And you know, Saturday is coming. This Saturday he will not come because holiday is there. So might be next Saturday he will come with sweet box. And even you can see the review also. iHub review. So remember that point here. He got selected. Don't worry, I will share this in your WhatsApp group. Today they will create WhatsApp group. I will share it to you. And remember, For this guy, we will go to ITTV. We have one channel, ITTV channel. So I will create one video. And that video again, I will share it to you people also. Understood my point here? No? So don't worry. So believe in yourself. Learn the topics so that you should get the job easily tomorrow. So assume that you are preparing. I told I will give you 3 sample resumes for Java, 3 sample resumes on React. So what happens? Assume that you are preparing your resume now. You are a fresher and you are preparing your resume. Assume that this is your profile. Profile means resume. So nowadays people are keeping photo. Assume that this is your smart photo. So then after that, if you are a fresher, first you'll write objective. What you will write? Objective. Objective means I will work hard for company's growth. Okay, I will make my company grow as well as me. So you'll write lab, you'll write. Yes or no, tell me? You people will not write, I know. You people will call your friend. Arey, resume is there, send me. Name change, father name change, mail ID change, phone number change. So normally what happen, we need to keep first what? Objective. So then after this objective, we are keeping academic credentials. Academic credentials. Academic credentials means what? Higher degree to lower degree. Higher degree means assume that you done undergraduation. So first you should write undergraduation, then intermediate, then schooling, reverse. Understood my point here now? Higher degree to lower degree. So that we need to keep here. Okay. 1 second, guys. 1 second. So understood everybody? So remember that point here. What you can see, academic credentials. First you should write your degree. Then you should write what here? Intermediate. Then you should write what here? SSC. Your schooling. Then after that our technical skills will come. My work is in technical skills only. So today you need to open your resume. So what you need to do in your resume, you need to create one row like this in technical skills. In technical skills, you create one row, and in this row, you can create 2 columns. How many columns? 1 column, another column. That is known as 2 columns. 1 row, 2 columns. So what you need to do? One side you need to write management system. One side you should write management system. And here you should write SDLC. Software Development Life Cycle. Sir, SDLC is not a, remember SDLC is not a. So what I meant to say is nothing but, Triveni, you can off your video. Yeah. So remember that point here. SDLC is not a programming language. SDLC is not a framework. SDLC is not a tool. SDLC is not a operating system. SDLC is not a database. So where SDLC will come? SDLC will comes under what? Management system. So remember what you are learning, you need to keep in your resume. Otherwise, HR will think you don't have much knowledge in Java. So remember, SDLC is required for everybody. You learn any course today, everyone should learn SDLC. That is the reason today I am teaching SDLC. Next class, I will start with Java. Understood my point here now? So remember, if anyone says, what is SDLC? Tell them, SDLC is a process adopted by IT industry to develop accurate and quality of softwares. That is the first question. What is SDLC? Second question they will ask, phases of SDLC, guys. Definitely they will ask this question, how many phases are there in SDLC? So remember, there are 6 phases are there in SDLC, guys. How many phases? 6 phases are there in SDLC. Sir, what are those? First one, feasibility study. Second one, I can say analysis. Third one, I can say designing. Fourth one, I can say coding. Fifth one is testing. Sixth one is delivery and maintenance. So tell me, SDLC contains how many phases? 6 phases. What are those? Feasibility study, analysis, designing, coding, testing, delivery, and maintenance. So might be one question is coming in your mind. Sir, why are you explaining this SDLC all of a sudden today? See, we are the developers. You should know in industry, in which phase of SDLC we are working. Do you think that developers are working with feasibility study? No. Do you think that developers are working with analysis? No. Do you think that developers are working with designing phase? No. Developers are working with a coding phase. So remember, I want to show you in industry, in SDLC process, where developers will involved, where developers are working. So remember, all developers are working in which phase? Coding phase. But before we do coding, what happens in company we should know, na? So that's why we are learning feasibility study, analysis, designing, testing, delivery, and maintenance also. What happens before coding? What happens after coding? Understood my point here? Now we need to know everything about our project. How project comes to coding? What happens after coding is done? So we need to learn both. So that's why I'm going to teach you SDLC phases. So let me talk about the first phase. First phase is nothing but what here? Feasibility study, guys. So might be one question is coming in your mind. What is feasibility study? See, feasibility study completely depends on one formula. What is that formula? Telos formula. Telos means, T means technical feasibility. E means economical feasibility. Economical feasibility. L means legal feasibility. O means operational feasibility. Last is nothing but S. S means scheduled feasibility. Scheduled feasibility. So tell me your feasibility completely depends on which formula? Telos formula. What is T? Technical feasibility. E means economical feasibility. L means legal feasibility. O means operational feasibility. S means schedule feasibility. Sir, I am from non-technical background. I don't know what is this telos. See here. First one, we are working with technical feasibility. Assume that our client will call in a company. Client will say, hey, company people, can you create one project for my business? So company people will say, why not? Tell me what is your business and what type of project do you need? So they will collect the information from the client, what type of project he need, what type of business he is carrying. So what is the expectation? So every information they will gather in technical feasibility. And remember, after gathering the information, they will check, do we have technical team or not to develop this project? Do we have technical team or not? For example, for one project, we required one manager. For one project, we required one team lead. For one project, we required senior developers. For one project, we required junior developers. We required QA team, quality assurance team, testing team, DevOps team, product owner, scrum master. So we required multiple people. So they will check in the company in the technical feasibility. Do we have the technical team or not? The technical team is not available. They will tell to the HR department, HR department, we required team leader, we required senior engineer, we required junior engineer. So then hiring will start. Understood my point here now? So technical feasibility is that only. After taking the project, they are checking, do we have technical team or not? If technical team is not available, they will tell to HR team, HR team, please start hiring the people. So that is the reason we will get the calls, we will get the emails. Understood my point here now? So technical feasibility means that only. Next is what we have, economical feasibility. Remember, in the first phase also, they will check to develop one project, how much money it will take. It will take 1 crore. It will be take 2 crores. How much money? So that is known as what here? Economical feasibility. So next is what we have, legal feasibility. Legal feasibility means according to the cyber law. According to the cyber law, can we develop that project or not? For example, one client called to me and that client said, I want a online betting project. So tell me, online betting is legal in India? No. So according to the cyber law, it is illegal. So we cannot. So in legal feasibility, we are checking that only. According to the cyber law, can we develop that project or not? Understood my point here now? Next to what we have, operational feasibility. Operational feasibility means assume that a client is expecting some operations. So can we develop those operations or not? That is known as what here? Operational feasibility. For example, I will give you one real-time example to you. Let's take an example of Amazon company, guys. This is an Amazon company. In Amazon company, you can pay the money online or not? You can pay the money online. So that process is known as what here? Payment gateway logic. What logic we can say? Payment gateway logic, or you can say payment gateway integration logic. So assume that my client is asking to me, hey, company people, I want online payment also. So nothing but he is asking, can you develop payment gateway integration or not? So I can say, I can develop payment integration also. Understood my point here now? Possible or not possible? Possible, man. So remember that point here. In operational feasibility, we will check that only. What client is asking for operations, what is demanding the operations, can we develop those operations or not? That will be decided in operational feasibility. Next, we have what here? Scheduled feasibility. You know, to develop one project, how much time it will take, what should be the duration, in how many years we can complete that project, in how many months we can complete the project. That will be decided in schedule feasibility. So that is the reason every project is having deadline. Do you know why they have deadline? In the first phase of SDLC only, they will decide to develop this project, how much time it should take. Understood my point here now? So this is known as what here? Telos formula. So now you got an idea in feasibility. What do? We will collect technical feasibility information, economical feasibility information, legal feasibility information, operational feasibility information, schedule feasibility information. So they will collect all this information and they are keeping in one document called business design document. So tell me, all this telos information they are keeping in one document. What is the document name? Business design document. That BDD will go to next phase, analysis phase. And remember, I told you I will give you one project. Suppose if you are from non-technical background, you don't need to worry which project I need to keep in my resume. So I will show you one project to you. Let me go to E drive. Let me go to Niasar notes. And let me go to the Java. I will give you one project here. In the project, let me open this project. So what I will do, I will increase the font size. Now you come down, I will show you what is the first we have. Feasibility study is there in the documentation or not? So I am proving also. Whatever I am telling, I am proving also. So remember, in your project, the first phase will be there, feasibility study only. Feasibility study will be there, guys. So that point you need to learn. So that is what I am telling to you people. So remember here. So all this telos information they are keeping in business design document. That business design document will go to analysis phase, second phase. Sir, what happens in second phase now? In the second phase, system analyst will come. You can see here. In the second phase, who is involving now? System analyst will involve. Earlier, we used to say system analyst, system analyst, system analyst. But today we are telling product owner. So remember, nowadays, every project is having product owner only. So why sir, why we are telling that system analyst to product owner? See, today, every project is a agile project, guys. Every project is a which project? Agile project. And for every agile project, we have product owner only. Understood my point here now? So tomorrow, assume that one student is there. He want to put fake experience. So when you are planning to put fake experience, even you need to tell that I did my project is an agile project and I need to report to the product owner. Understood my point here now? So product owner is very important. We will see separately agile, don't worry. But remember, in the second phase, what happens, you know? In the second phase, analysis phase, product owner will come. Or you can say system analyst will come. So what they will do? They will do separate system requirements and they will do separate software requirements. So for example, to develop one project, what are the softwares are required? What are the systems are required? So they will do that information separate. They will do separate system requirement. They will do separate software requirements. And they will keep in one document called software requirement specification. So tell me, you will go to the company, you will tell to the company people, I will use Java. So you will use Java only. Yeah? So remember, who will decide that one? Product owner. Product owner will decide in your project what are the softwares we should use. And you need to work with those softwares only. Understood my point here now? So they are keeping in one document called software requirement specification. That SRS will go to which phase? Designing phase. So remember here, designing is nothing but we have two types of designing is. Remember, we have two types of designing. One is called high level designing. One is called low level designing. Sir, who will do high level designing? Managers. Many people are thinking, in the company, managers will not do any work. They will sit in the cabin under AC. So remember, in every project, for every project, managers are responsible to do high level designing. And your team leader, your project leader is responsible to perform low level designing. Sir, what happens in high level designing? Sir, what happens in low level designing? In high level designing, they will design main modules. So tell me, in high level designing, what they will do? They will design main modules. So total main modules, they will design in what year? High level design. So main modules, total, who will do this one? Managers. Managers are responsible to design main modules. Yesterday I told you, na, what is project? Project is a collection of modules. So who will design these modules? Main modules designed by managers. And remember, child modules, sub modules will be designed by team lead, or you can say project lead. Understood my point here now? So remember, project is a collection of modules. So main module will be designed by managers. Child module will be designed by team lead or project leader. And this information, they are keeping in one document called a project design document, or you can say technical design document. So now tell me, feasibility study done, analysis done, software requirement is done, modules also done. Modules means designing is also done. So now what happens, you know, so once this designing information, when they are keeping in PDD, project design document, that PDD will go to what here? Coding phase. Whom it will come? Coding phase it will come, guys. Remember, don't ask me tomorrow, sir, where developers will involved in the real time. Developers are involved in a coding phase only. In which phase? Coding phase. Sir, what happens in coding phase? Sir, suppose I am the developer, guys. Assume that I am the developer. So what do? We will develop the logic, guys. We will develop the logics. So I am the developer. Assume that I am the developer. So what I will do? This is my developer, guys. Assume that this is the developer. This is the developer. Assume this is the developer. So what happened, you know, this is the developer. Assume that this is the developer. So what developer will do? Developer will write the code now. Yes. Every day he will write the code, guys. Assume that he is generating the code. Okay. Just assume. So what is generating? He is generating the what here? Code. He is generating the code. Every day he is generating the code. Assume that he is generating the code. So this is known as what here? Builder. What we pronounce? Builder. We never say actually code in the real time. So we say what here? Build is ready. Build means your code is ready. So this is what the process. Okay. So our build is ready. So what we need to do next? Once if my build is ready. So once my build is ready. So we will not give to testing people. We will not say, array, testing people, code is ready, take my code. We will never say. So what we need to do? So once if it's ready, your build is ready, we need to perform white box testing. What we need to perform? White box testing. White box testing means you need to check your code is working or not working. Assume that I am taking one simple example. Assume that I am testing. Array, this code working. See this? Array, this code is working. Working. This code is working. 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 Like this, we need to check. Working. 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 Like this. Different functionality is there. So you need to check like this. Array, my code is working or not working. So that is known as what here? White box testing. So once if white box testing is done, then we will tell to the testing team, testing team, take my build. Take my build is ready. You can do testing. So understood what is our responsibility? So many people are thinking, sir, being a developer. So being a developer, our work is only to write the code and finish. No. After that coding, we need to perform white box testing. So testing, how we will do? We are using one real-time tool that is known as JUnit. So tell me what tool we are using to perform the testing in Java? JUnit. In our class, we will learn how to test the Java code. So JUnit is a tool we will use for testing the Java code. Only Java code. So once if our testing is done successfully, then we will tell to the testing team, hey testing team. So remember your code is ready, my build is ready. Now you can start your testing. So remember in testing also, we have different testing. So we have automation testing. Even we have manual testing. Otherwise, you need to go for what here? Yeah, Selenium testing is there here. Selenium testing is available. So don't ask me tomorrow, sir, my company is working with manual testing, automation testing, or Selenium testing. Depends on the project, they can use any testing. So remember in testing, we have two positions: manual testing developer, automation testing developer, Selenium developer, testing developer, like that. So like this, we have manual testing job, automation testing job, Selenium testing job. So these are the three testing. They can use any testing and they will take the code, guys. They will take the code. Whatever the build we generate, testing team will take. And they will do what here? Testing. But remember, they will face lot of problem, guys. They will face lot of problem in this scenario. Why they will face lot of problems, I will tell you. Assume that I am the developer. Remember in company, we have two environments. One is called development environment. One is called a testing environment. What environment? Testing environment. And testing environment is also known as QA environment. QA environment. Okay now. So you can say testing environment and QA environment. You can take anything. So total how many environments are there? Two environments. Development environment, testing environment. Development environment means what? Java developers working under what? Development environment. Sir, React developers working under what? Development environment. Sir, you can take Angular developers. All developers. Otherwise, I will say what here? Full stack developers. Full stack developers working under what? Development environment only. All developers are working with development environment. So what we will do? We will develop the project. Assume that this is a project. And see here, to develop this project, what we require? Assume that this is a project. Real-time project. Assume that this is a real-time project. So this project required, dependencies, required libraries. Okay. Assume that it required jar files. Assume that it requires, let's say, extensions. It requires what here? Many more, and etc. is required. So we did everything. We required software. We take softwares. We took some applications. Some applications also ready. Assume that for one project, we require dependency, libraries, jar files, extensions, software, applications. We require this many things. Assume that. Now what I will do? I will tell to the testing team, hey, testing team, see here, my project is ready. My build is ready. Now you can check. You can do testing now. So what will you do? Will you give this project to testing team? It comes to which environment? Testing environment it will come now. Okay. From development environment, it is going to testing environment. So first coding will be done, then testing will be done. So what happens, in testing, who will work? Our testing people, manual testing, automation testing, Selenium testing, QA team, quality assurance team. So all they are working under what? Testing environment only. So now what they will do, assume that in their computer, jar files are missing, guys. Assume that jar file is missing. Assume that one jar file is missing now. So what happens? So see here, jar files are available in development environment. In my development environment, in my computer, I added dependencies, libraries, jar file, extension, software, application, so that project is working successfully. Then only I gave it to testing environment. Kranti, just listen now. Don't do anything. If you are using mobile phone, it will happen. So now you can see here. But in this testing environment, whenever I gave my project, whenever I gave the project to testing people, so one jar file is missing. Any jar file is there here? Jar file is missing or not missing? Missing. If anything is missing, that project will work or not work? It will not work. Then again, testing team will shout on developers. Hey, developer, what project you gave me? Which code you gave me? That code is not working. So developer will say, have you gone mad or what? Come, I will show the execution. So developer will execute the project and he will show the execution. Then testing team will get in tension now. Understood my point here now? Earlier we used to face this problem. When project is working in development environment, but the same project was not working in testing environment. So this problem is analyzed. This problem they have analyzed seriously and they have given one solution with one concept called Docker. So remember now, we got one concept called Docker, guys. What we got it? Docker. So remember, if you want to keep fake experience, so definitely you need to learn Docker also. Sir, what Docker will do, sir? What Docker will do, So what we can do with the help of Docker is nothing but we will create a container. We will create a container in ship. In ship, we will keep what here? Containers. That container only. Assume that this is a container. This is known as what here? Docker container. Docker container. So what we will do inside? What we will keep? We will not keep food, na? So what we should keep inside this container? Inside this, we will keep a project image. What we will keep? Project image. Let me say here, inside this container, we will create project image. Project image means you need to copy like this. So just you need to copy, you need to keep like this. This is called what here? Project image. And we are keeping that project image. And we will give this image, we will give it to what here? Testing environment. Understood my point here? No, project image contains everything, na? It contains dependencies, it contains libraries, it contains jar files, it contains extensions, it contains softwares, it contains application, everything. So tell me, anything is missing? No, now nothing is missing now. So what is present in development environment, same thing is going to testing environment also nowadays. With the help of what? Docker. Understood my point here now? So remember, nowadays, Docker is also very, very important when you are working with a project. If you are putting experience, so definitely you need to learn Docker, how to create a Docker container, how to create a project image, how we can store in the container like that. Understood my point here now? So this is very, very, very important point I want to tell you guys. So remember that point here. So we gave to the project to the testing team. A testing team, take this project and you do the testing. So now testing people, they have their own life cycle methods. So what is there? This is known as SDLC. It is a component, guys, software component. It is not a process. SDLC is a what here? Software component. It's a part, software part, component. So what they will do, testing people will do. This is not our duty. Testing team people will do these phases: test planning, test designing, test executing, test analysis, bug tracking, bug reporting. So like this, they will rectify the errors from the project. And they do black box testing. You know, developers did white box testing. So testing team will do black box testing. Black box testing means after writing the test cases, remember, developer is writing the code, but testing team writing test cases. Testing team writing test cases. So those test cases are working or not working properly. That checking is known as what here? Black box testing. So once testing is done, then your project is ready for delivery. Your project is ready for delivery. So before delivery, they will call to the client, hey client, your project is done with the testing. So do you want to take the project? Shall we deliver to you? So remember, before we deliver the project, they will perform UAT testing. User acceptance testing they will do. User accepting UAT testing means alpha testing and beta testing. So remember that point here. Once if your testing is done, we need to deliver the project to the client. So directly we will not deliver. Before we deliver, we perform UAT testing. UAT testing means alpha testing and beta testing. In alpha testing, what happens, sir? In alpha testing, we will call to the client, a client, come to the company, we will run the project and we will show you. So company level execution is known as what? Alpha testing. What happened in beta testing? Our technical team will go to client location and they will run the project, that is known as what here? Beta testing. Client location execution is known as what? Beta testing. So once alpha and beta, both testing is done successfully, if project is executing in company and even in client location successfully, then that project will go to delivery. We will give to the project, we will give that project to the client. And now maintenance will be there. You know, in India, 80% of projects are maintenance projects only. Maintenance project means already they developed, they required maintenance, they required some changes, they required some implementations, they required some enhancements. Those type of projects are known as maintenance projects. So remember, when you join to a company, don't think that you are developing new project only. Might be you are working with maintenance project also. Understood my point here now? So remember, maintenance project will be there here. So maintenance means depends. Client will say, I have maintenance company, you just give me the code, I will maintain separately. Some company people will say, we will develop project for you and 1 year we will give you free maintenance. Understood my point here now? So like that it will go for what here? Maintenance it will go now. So I hope you people understood in the real time, in the industry where developers will involved. Remember, we are responsible only to do coding. But before the coding, we require design. So that design we will come from designing phase. Once coding is done, that build, that code, we will give to testing phase. Then testing people will do testing for our code. Then later it will go for delivery and maintenance. Remember, earlier what happened, you know, clients are not that much intelligent. They will call to one company. Assume that we have one online student. Let's say online student is what here? Akhil Yadav. So assume that I am a client. I will say to Akhil Yadav, hey Akhil Yadav, I need a project. So can you develop one project? So Akhil Yadav will develop the project. And Akhil Yadav will tell to the client, your project is ready. Shall we do testing? Client will say, okay, you do testing also. So then they will do testing. Once if the project is done successfully, then they will hand over. But nowadays, our clients are very intelligent guys. Now what they will do, they will call to TCS. TCS, TCS develop all Indian government websites. So who will develop Indian government websites? TCS only. So what happened, assume that one client is calling to TCS, TCS, I want one project, can you develop? So TCS will develop the project. Then TCS will ask, do you want, we should do testing also? Client will say, don't do testing, give me that code. Then client will call to IBM company, IBM, take this code, do testing. And what IBM people will do? They will try to remove lot of problems. They will try to remove lot of errors. And they will tell to client, hey client, who developed this project? Lot of problems, lot of errors. But don't worry, IBM is here. We solve every problem for you. We solve every error for you. You never face problem. But one small request, next time don't go there, come here only. So client will say, okay. And what he will do? Again, he will give half work to one company, half work to another company. So that is the reason we have a testing companies also. Understood my point? Why we have testing companies today? Earlier, only one company was responsible to do coding and testing. But today, coding is doing by one company and testing is doing by another company. That is the reason. So now you got an idea what is SDLC. So remember that point here. So today, open your resume. In your resume, you need to mention, guys, you need to mention that in management system, what you know? SDLC. Understood my point here? Now, I told you I will give you 3 samples resumes. So let me open. I will show you how I prepared resume for you people. So this is what I'm going there. What I will do now, I will go to the Java resumes. Let me open any one. First one I will open. So first resume I'm opening. This is my first resume. You can see first what I kept. Career objective. I told you, career objective is important or not? If you are a fresher, career objectives is compulsory. If you are going as an experience, you tell me, I will send separate resume to you. Next. What is next? Key skills. Interviewer will see first this only. And remember in this what I kept, for you people I kept here, having experience in all the phases of SDLC, including analysis, designing, and coding in Java. Tell me what we are learning. We are keeping same points in the resume or not? Many students, they don't know how to prepare resume. So when they are going for an interview, HR is scolding to the institute people. Array, your candidates don't know how to prepare resume also. They are thinking, array sir, if we keep more, they will ask more questions. Array, you are learning more, na? You should keep more only, na? Otherwise, learn one technology, MS Office. Keep MS Office only. They will give you 9,000, 10,000 salary. Feel happy. Bachelor, na? No problem. 9,000, 10,000 enough. After married, you will realize 10,000 only wife will take. Understood my point here now? So remember that point here. So one thing I want to tell you, see, you are bachelor now. So might be you're thinking, array, getting 10,000, 15,000 is too much. Don't think for today, think always for tomorrow. Today you are single, might be you will get mingle and you will become 2. So when you become 2, you require double money, na? Then after that 2 becomes 3. Again, you require some more money. So remember that point here. Expenses will never stop. We required money. If you daily required money, then you need to work hard daily also. Without work hard, no one will give money today. You go and ask, I need money, nobody will give. But you work for one day, they will give you money. Understood my point here now? So work hard is equal to money only, guys. So remember that point here. I will keep all the points to you. I will show you. Don't worry. I will give you grooming session also. So what I will do before we send for any interview, we will give you grooming session also. So I will prepare you for interviews very well so that you should get the job easily in IT company, guys. So remember, one more thing it is, as I told you today, I will take 1 hour of class only. 1 hour of class means, so this is what we have done. So total we have done with what here? Black box testing is done. So everybody understood now? So this is what I want to tell you guys. So this is enough for today. Today we will wind up here only. But remember, our classes will start from 19th of this month. Today is the last class of this SDLC of our introduction. But Java will start from what year? 19th. So remember, due to this festival, we are declaring holidays. Even our institute is closed for next 4 days. Okay. So that is the reason our classes will continue from 19th. And make sure that this festival you'll enjoy with happiness. But after that, 3 months you need to give seriously. If any festival comes in the middle also, you don't need to celebrate much. Why? Because career is important. If you have career, you will have money. If you have money, you can celebrate 100 festivals. Understood my point here now? So please remember, more than career, nothing is important. If I have money, I can take bungalow. If I have money, I can take car. If I don't have money, I need to beg in front of others. So remember that point here. Career is important. So we'll meet directly on 19th. And don't worry, today they will create WhatsApp group. And those who done with the registration, they will give you recorded videos link also. So I will talk to the management. From today onwards, you will get notes, including this PDF. Everything is there inside this PDF. They will give it to you. So you can watch my recorded videos also. So we'll meet directly on 19. And remember, you need to be regular to the classes from 19. Okay. So happy Sankranti to you people in advance. Celebrate. Okay. Wish for everybody, every student of Java, every student of every course. Let them get a job into the IT company. Not only you, everyone. If you pray for others, definitely it will comes to you. Understood my point here now? So thank you guys. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session. Online people having any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you. And one more time.